What's up, guys? Anton here from Dropship Lifestyle, and in today's episode of Dropship Weekly, we are talking about exactly what it says, how to save a failing store. So if you've never seen our channel, if you're new here, this is a show I do every single Thursday where I cover a different topic regarding e-commerce, specifically high-ticket dropshipping, which means selling products for $200 or more, but our price points are usually closer to $1,000 or so. And what I've realized recently on Dropship Lifestyle on this channel is people seem to be really responding to videos that I make that are helping people who maybe have tried e-commerce in the past, tried different types of marketing, and haven't been successful. So this video I think is going to suit you best if you've built any type of dropshipping store and maybe you've got traffic to it, right? You have people hitting your site, but they haven't been buying, or they haven't been buying at the frequency which you would want. Now, this video, even though I'm not going to get too in depth on anything, it's not for 100% beginners. Like, if you haven't built a store yet, this stuff will be helpful because it'll help you more in the long term for when you do build one. But mainly, this is going to help people, again, that currently are operating stores, that have traffic going to those stores. And specifically in this video, I'm really going to try to help people who have a conversion rate of less than 1.5%. Okay, so basically that means if you have 100 people come to your site, if less than 1.5 of them are not buying from you, then I would consider that it sounds maybe bad, but that's not good. Okay, especially if you're using targeted traffic. If you have a conversion rate, so I'll just write CR for conversion rate of less than 1.5%. The things that I'm going to share in this video, if you implement them, they should instantly go up. And just so you know what we like to see on our own stores when we're trying to really optimize for conversions, we want to see a conversion rate of I'm going to say 2.5% plus. Okay, and it can be much higher, but that's a good I think baseline that everyone can get to. Meaning, if 100 people come to your site, 2.5 of them buy. And remember, this is specifically when I'm talking about products that are $200 or more, or on our stores, the average sale price is closer to $1,000 plus. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to share these tips with you, and let's just go ahead and we'll get right into this episode of Dropship Weekly. All right, so we'll just go down here a little bit and just get right into this, guys. So what I'm going to do, I think the best way for me to kind of present this is just by giving you a checklist. So let's write the word checklist, and then we'll start at the top, okay? Now, so again, some of these things might seem basic to you, but these are some of the easiest wins. And I honestly was thinking about calling this video like easy wins, because these are things that could take you a few minutes that could have a massive impact on that conversion number. So the first one is adding a phone number. And you might be thinking, like, a phone number, like, I don't want to answer the phone all day. Like, maybe you're in school, maybe you have a job, maybe you just don't want to talk to your customers. Listen, having a phone number, people aren't even going to call that often. But the truth is, when someone is on your website and they see that phone number there, right, they just see it on your site, then they're going to feel more secure, because they're going to think, oh, this isn't some burner store, this isn't some throwaway dropship store, but this is a business that I can call if I have a question. And if they do call, which some people will, they're going to call because they want to place an order, and they're going to call and someone's going to pick up and they're going to say, yeah, I just wanted to make sure you were legit. Then they're going to say, can I give you my credit card number, right? So it's a good thing, okay? And I get it. People, like, one of the biggest fears people have when starting businesses are talking to suppliers, the good ones, right? Like the ones that actually matter, and talking to customers. Don't be scared, because people that call in are calling in to give you money. Now, here's the second thing I'm going to add to this, because again, I do totally understand that you might not be available, whatever hours you put on your website to answer that phone when it rings, which, by the way, you should put your phone number in your header. And let me make a note on that too. So you want to put this, like, literally have it plastered all over your website. So add it to your header, put it in the footer of your site, and then put it on your contact page, and then put it on your About Us page. Okay, so it's going to literally be all over the place. It's there because you want people to see it. So don't try to hide it somewhere and be like, okay, good, Anton, I did that. But listen, the second thing that you got to do is call back everyone. I'll try calls. Now, what I mean by that is because a lot of the times, again, if you're busy, right, and you're not on your computer all day or wherever the phone's ringing to, people are going to call. Some of them will leave voicemails, some of them will not. So you're going to call back missed calls in addition to voicemails. Now, the reason we do this is because if someone calls, right, and you're busy, you're out to lunch with your friends, and you don't answer, they're going to call someone else. They're going to have probably a couple websites already open that they're deciding where to buy from. And if you're not the one they're going to speak to, they'll speak to someone else, and then they'll place an order with that company. So what you're going to want to do is when you do have those missed calls, as soon as you can, literally, you can do this from your cell phone, no matter where you are. You know, if you're at work, step outside. If you're at school, in between classes, make a phone call and call them back and just see how you could help. Because again, by far the majority of these people are calling you because they want to give you money, and it's up to you if you're going to be there to answer that call and to take it. And you know, if you're wondering, like, this isn't a technical video or anything, but if you're wondering, like, well, do I put my cell phone number? My advice is use a company called grasshopper.com. They're like a phone service for small businesses. That's who we use, and that's who I recommend because we use them and I like them. But basically with them, they'll give you either an 800 number or like an 888, 855, or a local number, whatever you want really. And then they have an app on your phone. So when someone calls that number, it will literally ring on your phone. And the app also allows you to dial out from your phone from your business phone number. So don't worry, no one's going to be, you know, texting you and stalking you in the middle of the night because you're not giving out your personal phone number. It's a business phone number. So first two things, right? Easy wins that if you're watching this right now and you don't have implemented yet, just do it. Don't be afraid to talk to people. It's going to make you more money, okay? Getting into something a little bit differently. Oh, switch it back. We're going to go to number 3. And number 3 is install Privy and use it for exit intent. And you know, for this one, let me just show you what it looks like. So I'm going to switch screens here and I'll go here, and then I'll show you one of our demo stores. Pull that up. And what this means, right, is if, let's say, someone just finds your site, maybe they're on Google Shopping, right? They find one of your paddle boards, if that's what you're selling. They're looking at it. They're like, okay, cool. I want to buy this thing, but I'm not ready yet. Maybe I'll check out the site tonight. Well, when they go to leave, we have a pop-up come up like this. And ours always say something similar to this, right? We say, wait, don't leave us. Enter your email below to receive a special discount from whateveryourstore.com. And then they literally would enter their email, click send me the discount. Then we have that person in our contact database and we could stay in touch with them. So that way we're not letting traffic leak out, okay? That's one of the biggest things that people kind of mess up with. They have people come to their site, right? They get the right type of traffic. But obviously, again, no matter how good your traffic is, not everyone is going to buy right away. Even a good converting store is going to be around 2.5%, 3%. So what about the other, 98 people? What about the other 97 people? When they try to leave, capture their information using Privy for exit intent. The call to action is they can get a special discount. That way you could follow up with them, turn more leads into buyers, which of course will save your failing store, increase your conversion rate. Now, let me switch back here and we're going to keep moving through this. This is something that many people don't do because they sell tickets that don't have much profit margin. So if you're watching this right now and you're drop shipping from China, you're selling cheap products, this probably isn't going to work well for you. But if you're following the dropship lifestyle system, you're selling high ticket products, this is something you should definitely implement because it's a way to stand out from your competitors. And this is offering free gifts as bonuses. Okay, and maybe you could figure out a way to do this if you sell cheap stuff. I don't know. It's a lot easier to do when you're making, hundreds of dollars per sale. But I'll show you an example of what that would be. Right? Let's say I was actually selling this paddleboard. Now, with our suppliers, when you're going high ticket, when you're working with the best suppliers in whatever country you're in, they're going to have those pricing policies, which mean, no one's going to sell this for less than this price, for $1,199. And again, this is a demo store, so I don't know if that's true with this product, but in theory, you're going to have your MAP policies. So you can't get around that by just listing it for less money, but you can convince people to buy from you by doing more than your competitors. So an example I would do is if I was actually selling this product, I would think, what does someone that's buying this also want or need that's inexpensive, but that they're going to want anyway? So with the paddleboard, I don't know, maybe it's like a leash that attaches it to their leg. Maybe it's, like wax. I don't know if you wax these things like surfboards, but if you do, maybe that's it. Maybe it's, I don't know, like there's all these little cheap things, right? That people, that would be cool. Like if I could say, right here in my description, have a big image of a bonus product. If I could have multiple images here on this product page, obviously, obviously under this where I would say, oh, bonus gift, buy today and you get this leash or this wax or whatever else it is that they need. That's going to make the person that's visiting my site a lot more likely to choose me than one of my competitors, because not only do they get the same price, because remember, pricing is controlled by map, but they also get something extra. So pretty cool. Again, that's number 4. You're offering free gifts as bonuses, but this is something that, again, is only really going to work well for you if you're doing high ticket stuff. I can't really think of any inexpensive products that would work for, but something to keep in mind as you're doing your own research and seeing how you can kind of apply these things to your own store. But let's keep moving down the list. One that's really, really important is asking suppliers for reviews. Okay, reviews matter, right? It does matter that when people come to your site, that they actually can get some social proof and see what people have to say about the products. Now, if you're brand new and you're not getting many sales yet and you have no testimonials and your products have no reviews, it's going to be difficult, right? You could still get sales, but your conversion rate is going to be on the lower side because people want that social proof. They want to see that people have good things to say about the products. So if you're not selling products yet, how do you get reviews? Well, you can make them up, which obviously you shouldn't do, or you can get reviews that have already been, I guess, generated, right, by people that have bought these products. So one thing that we do that I recommend you do is reach out to your suppliers. And by the way, you should only don't reach out to, if you sell for 20 suppliers, don't reach out to all of them. Focus on, the ones that are making you money already, the ones that are getting traffic, the ones that sell the best, and ask them for product reviews. Now, they should already have a database of these. Maybe they're on their supplier's website, or maybe they just have them in like a dealer portal for you, but they should be able to give you information that you can then take and then put onto your product pages. Now, what's cool about this is not only is it reviews before you had sales or before you had sales of those products, but it's also something that your competitors are most likely not going to be doing. And that's just going to give you another edge, right? You want all these edges you can get. So that is a big one. And again, it's great for beginners because it's something you can start doing from day one. And this, again, I'm not talking about drop shipping from China. So if you're thinking like, oh, how is that going to work with Oberlo or AliExpress or anything? It's probably not, because we don't do that. So just keep that in mind. So let me just keep moving forward here, guys. We're going to go into the next one. And the next one is similar to, when you're having these conversations with your suppliers, you also want to ask for unique photos, okay? Unique product photos. Now, with your products, since you're drop shipping, you're not going to see them, you're not going to touch them, right? So you're going to probably have the same photos as everyone else, right? Because when your competitors applied for, let's just say, this company to sell their paddle boards also, they're going to get the same information you're going to get, which is going to be, okay, here's the images of this product, right? So then everyone has these same images, everyone puts them on their website, and every product page looks the same. Well, when people are buying online, especially the types of products that we sell and that you sell or are going to sell, these expensive products, they don't just want, they want to see as many photos as possible, right? They don't want one low resolution image because they're going to spend $1,000, maybe $2,000 with you. They want to see this thing from every angle. They want to see it in detail. They want to be able to zoom into that thing. So what you're going to want to do is reach out to all of your suppliers, again, the ones that have the most potential, and you're going to ask them for additional photos. Now, these photos, let me make a couple notes here of what you should ask for. Okay, these can just be as simple as, I'll come over this way a bit. Any not included in new, we're going way over, new dealer packet. And the new dealer packet is what you would have received when you got approved. So if they have anything extra, trade shows are huge. So you can ask them for images of trade shows they've been to. And that's going to help you, again, get literally like actual product photos in real settings. Another thing you could do is ask for customer photos. So you could see if the suppliers have photos of these products in customer homes, or if you're selling B2B, maybe in businesses, whatever it is, it's different for every industry, but you get the point. You want as many photos as possible because that's going to help people choose you over your competitors. Now, I'm going to keep going, guys. I'll give you some more here. This list is growing pretty quickly, but the next one I want to give you, right, is not 100% going to help with conversions. It's a little bit outside of the box, but I want you to go what I'm going to call deep when finding suppliers, okay? As you might have noticed, a lot of these so far are about finding things that other people don't have. Because make no mistake about it, when you're in business, when you're drop shipping, you're competing with other people. So you want to do as much as you can to get an edge. That's why you want unique photos. That's why you want reviews. That's why you want to offer gifts as bonuses, right? And that's also why you want to go deep when finding suppliers. So don't just do the basics of what I teach you in Dropship Lifestyle. And by the way, if you're watching this right now and you're not a member of our Dropship Lifestyle coaching program yet, I'll post a link below this. But if you like this video and you've been watching our training on YouTube and you want to see the other 99% of what it is that I teach in detail, check the link in the description. Go get enrolled in Dropship Lifestyle, because we have like literally over 40 hours of step-by-step video training in there. But for now, let's just keep going here. So when I say go deep when finding suppliers, what I'm actually talking about is, literally like going to trade show directories. And this is a little tip. You don't actually have to go to trade shows if you don't want to. I mean, you should. It's good to do. But if you don't want to go, you can literally go to the directories online, and then you click on exhibitors, and then it's going to give you a list of every company that's there. So if you sell, I don't know, I'm looking around. If you sell like microphones, right? If you sell microphones, look up electronic trade shows or microphone trade shows, and then go to that website for the trade show, click exhibitors, and you'll get a list of all these companies, and then you can contact them and try to sell their products. So when I'm talking about, going deep with your research, that's what I mean. I mean, like using unconventional sources for sourcing suppliers. So let's keep going. I'll give you guys a few more easy wins this is stuff that, again, literally anyone could do. This one is going to be increase payment options. And here I'm talking about how your customers actually pay you, okay? So how can customers give you money when they're on your site? So if you're from the States, then obviously I recommend using Shopify payments. If you're not from the States, you can use like Stripe Atlas or literally anything with authorized.net, but you're going to take Shopify payments, and that's going to handle every major credit card, debit card. People will just go through Shopify payments. They won't know what they're using. Next, you are going to want to take PayPal. I have a love-hate relationship with PayPal because they've held a lot of my money for long amounts of time. Everything's been good the past like 4 or 5 years, but knock on wood. But yeah, PayPal, you should accept PayPal in your store as a secondary option. And also Amazon payments. So yes, people do have Amazon accounts now, and when they're on your site, they can actually click a button now that lets them pay through Amazon. You can also do Apple Pay, right? Basically, as many options as you have, as you can think of or as you could find, put them on your site, because you want to be able to take people's money any way they can give it to you, right? In any way they're willing to give it to you. So don't be afraid to open up your shopping cart to all of these payment methods. It is all still through Shopify, so it all still gets tracked through the same place. The money's still going to your bank account, so you're good to go, with having all of this enabled. Another one, guys, that maybe you're doing, maybe you're not. This one's more about communicating with people. Maybe I should have put it up here with, the phone number and giving people calls back. But this one is live chat, and specifically the app that we use now and that we recommend. I don't know how to say it. It's either like Tidio or Tidio, Tidio, and it's a free live chat app. You'll find it in the Shopify App Store. And what's cool about this is they have a phone app also. So just like with Grasshopper, let me write that up here. Use Grasshopper for the phone. Just like with that, right? They have the phone app where you're calling people and getting calls on your cell phone. They have a phone app too. So, when someone live chats your store and you're, at the gym, you'll get a little notification on your phone, and you can respond and let them know, if a product's in stock or how long it takes to ship or whatever it is. And again, what is that going to do, guys? The point of all this information is to get this conversion rate up, and responding to people that are interested is going to lead to doing that. So definitely install live chat. Again, I recommend using Tidio, no idea how to say these new things. Another one, guys, that's going to help you. This is more like on a design angle. Some of our sites have like 100 products, some have 3,000 plus, and we want them to look good. So design, I'm one of the people that believes it's not the most important thing, but you do want your store to look like it wasn't made by, unfortunately, some scammer, in a third world country. So one of the tools that we use to make our photos look good on our site when someone's looking at a collection is called Photo Resize. and you could find that in the Shopify App Store as well. And what that's going to do is make all of your photos, like the primary images for your products, make them look like uniform, so everything's not just like jumbled all over your page. So really cool. Again, it's a free app, super easy to use. So look for that in the Shopify App Store, and that's if you have a bunch of products, you don't want to resize photos on your own. Okay, I'm going to give you guys two more. Okay, two more here. The 11th is going to be something that sounds simple, but again, it works, is adding a FAQ page. So you'll know after running your business for a while, right? What do people have questions about? What do they want to know? What are they asking you? And if you get a few questions a week even that are around similar topics, just know there's another 100 people out there that had the same question, but they didn't ask you. They just left your site because they didn't figure out the answer. So you want this FAQ page on your site. You want everyone to be able to click there, get those answers, because that's going to, again, get this conversion rate up, because people are going to know what they need to know. And the truth is, sometimes they'll call you to get the answers, sometimes they'll live chat to get the answers, but a lot of times they're going to be lazy and they're just going to leave. So add that FAQ page so they could find it. And if it's 3 a.m. and you're asleep, they can get their answer, they could place their order, you could be good to go. So again, sounds basic, but just do it. It could be a simple page on your Shopify store where you literally just type question, type answer, type question, type answer. It's going to save you a lot of time, get you a lot less inquiries, and increase your conversion rate. Now, the last one, which is by far going to be the biggest driver of like instantly increasing conversion rates, is using urgency and scarcity. Can't spell anything. Okay, using urgency and scarcity. So I'm going to show you here two things that you might not have noticed when I was on our demo store before. But what you'll notice here, right? We see I have free shipping, and then it says ends February 28th at midnight. That's because we use these expiring offers on our sites, and this gets automatically updated. And by the way, the way that happens automatically, this is using the Dropship Lifestyle Shopify theme. So again, if you're not a member of Dropship Lifestyle yet, look for a link in the description. Sign up for Dropship Lifestyle, because one of the things you get, regardless of which package you come in on, is this theme. But it automatically will update when your free shipping or whatever offer it is you're using expires, because that gets the urgency up, and then people are like, whoa, I got to do this now. Now, another thing that we have built in that you can use also is the estimated arrival date. Very important, because people want to know when they're going to get their item. Okay, that's one of the biggest questions. Like, not just when is it going to ship, but when am I going to have it at my house, right? So we use that there too, so they know they'll get it sooner than later. Some other things I could show you that work really well. Let me come back to the homepage here, and I'll go to this product page. As far as using scarcity, you could see here when you're using the inventory tracking on our theme, it actually shows how many are left next to the add to cart button. So this says only 4 left. Again, there's not, unlimited, so I should add to cart sooner than later. So again, guys, this is a demo store of ours, so it has some of the elements built in that we use, and that's a big one. So I highly recommend you do that as well on your store. Don't do it if it's fake. Don't do it just to do it, because people will catch on to you, and it's not going to work long-term in business. But guys, all these things, again, if your conversion rate right now is less than, if it's less than 1.5%, I promise you, implement this stuff, it will go up, okay? Go through this list. I mean, if you want to pause this video right now, take a screenshot. These are the 12, and implement them. Come back to me in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Let me know what happened. I'm sure you're going to say, thank you, Anton. That made a huge difference, because it does. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I know it works. I know it doesn't. This works. So guys, as always, if you got value from this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos. Click that notification bell. I do a new video every Thursday. I don't post every day. I don't want you to be distracted, right? I have work to do. You have work to do. But on Thursdays, if you're subscribed, you'll get a notification. You can hang out with me here, get all this good training, and of course, build on the knowledge that you got already from dropshiplifestyle.com. So hope you did get value. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you next week for Dropship Weekly.